Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keys. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck. And my younger than a sweet. This a whole nother way, boy. Tell them get the fuck off the beach, boy. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here preach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat, boy. This shit is too easy. I'm on go, but they don't believe it. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming, Vinny, VJ. And I'm never screaming out bloody murder. I'm on the cover curve. On my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, they ain't working. Them niggas weak, they be turkey. On my west nigga, that's for certain. Then cross the line, I'm gonna back up, and I'ma hit his ass with the knife. And I come through 300 strong, 144 midnight. All my niggas weak. I'm in this bitch with the ice. Said, all y'all do the street. Tell y'all to do the street. The nigga made the wrong move, ain't make his ass off the lead. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us hit free. Come through all black gully jack, man. All the niggas go retreat. I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my younger than a sweet. This a whole nother way. Tell them get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here preach. Now come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the street, put on my bitch, was in the field with it. It's all this cotton dust and after Uncle feel with it. And then my target's on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack loose now. Cold on them like T-Ray. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your rich man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's for time for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. But with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we can't. We form up in ranks. We ride bad this rap shit. All black, no white shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on that cap shit. I get it on to the click. UBK play for keys. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngest in the sweet. This whole no way. Tell them get the fuck on the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here preach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. Ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. So, yeah, 144 back again. Run it back. Yeah. It's time to lead the enemy destiny. From heaven sent, these niggas just on some don't go on the page, alright? Could you keep that bullshit?
Yeah, that's my that's one that's linked to my phone.
I use this mic like a weapon. And I've been speaking on clarity. Right now I'm ready as I've ever been, rugged as I ever been. The devil knocking at my door, I'ma let him in. Cause I'm a worthy adversary. Order like cocoa, like some rosemary. It's time to grind, no time to terror. Take one of mine, get your soul back. I got a weapon, plus these niggas full of estrogen. They fickle, they false. Gotta be close to be the rich. Yeah, look, it's getting real official. See how the bitch push, how they push, and they hit you, they feel a tissue. Your mother's weak, my brother's been sensitive deep. So tell me, how can I turn the other cheek while this wicked world trying to smother me? Time to burn on my noise, they're right out. In my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. On my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I said, I don't want to see no more. In my soul, I feel. In my eyes, I see desolation. At my door, begging waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. And I don't want to see no more.
Beat the cops, beat the ops, beat the motherfucking eyes on the wall. Like a guy rolling with a cot. Your little arms is too short to hot box with God. French's long team short with gunned out with God. Tired of the state snakes, crooked things with a fresh Jake. No pressure make diamonds, I got more break on this crooked landscape. We gon' make some shake, so I ain't got time to argue with you fucking reprobates. Why these crackers getting richer when we raise the crime rate? And they hunt our people like gorillas and some primates. So we in these streets trying to raise a brother. Say every time jungle, alleys and God state. I'm ready to the soul for beef that you swallow. Blood in the streets, break down like the law. I'm cracking when I make sense walk. Listening to real nigga, can't be ball. Whoa. Why you shit so hard? Cause this world's fucked up, nigga. I've been scarred. PTSD, brothers can't drop their guard. Every day some bullshit, you gotta leave and vibe. There's no facade, so every day I'm on my job. It's time to send these devils to the land of Nod. Cause when I lost my religion, that's when I found God. So when I lost my religion, nigga, I found God.
In my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. At my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I said, I don't want to see no more. Hey, in my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. At my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I don't want to see no more.
Yeah, let's get one. One. You good, sir? You good? Sir, you good.
All right, let's give it up. Let's give it up out here.
So any questions? Check online for me, Kawan.
No questions yet, sir.
Let me know, bro.
On the phone.
Any questions in the room? Go ahead, brother.
I do have one question. I would like to know, and I'm grabbing the scripture right now.
I get a water. Go ahead, Kawan.
Yes, I'd like to know according to the book of First Ezra.
First Edges.
Come. First Ezra chapter 2 and verse 19 through 24. If it could be a precept to
You said First Edges, what book?
chapter 2.
Chapter 2, verse what?
19 through 24. I'd like to know if these scriptures in particular according to the Bible, if we can be able to use this for the reason.
You said chapter 19, Salakia.
No, First Ezra chapter 2, verse 19 through 24.
Oh, that's what's done, yeah.
I'd like to know if these scriptures according to the Bible, if we can be able to use these for reasons of why these nations is plotting against us.
I read what you got.
According to Isaiah chapter 8.
You say the reason why the other nations what?
Plot against us. Secret.
Okay, let's read what you got.
This is the book of First Ezra chapter 2, verse 19. All of you got it?
John.
Now, if this city and the walls thereof be made up again, they will not only refuse to give tribute, but also rebel against kings. For as much as the things pertaining to the temple are now in hand, we think it meet not to neglect such a matter, but to speak unto our Lord the King, to the intent that if it be thy pleasure, it may be sought out in the book of thy father. And if thou shalt find in the Chronicles what is written concerning these things, and shalt understand that the city was rebellious, troubling both kings and cities, and that the Jews were rebellious, and raised always wars therein, for the which cause even this city was made desolate. Verse 24. Wherefore, now we do declare unto thee, O Lord the King, if this city be built again, the walls thereof set up anew, thou shalt from henceforth have no passage into Celeria and Phoenicia.
And what's your question?
My question is that these councils of King, I believe it was King Cyrus King Serious. His counsel was giving their counsel about how if they will allow us to be free and build up the temple of the Lord, then we're going to be rebellious against our nations as opposed towards, as how we should.
Yeah.
Because we're a separate people.
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course, these other nations do not want us to serve our God. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's why in slavery they took our names from us. It's one thing to enslave people, but it's another to take away their identity, take away our identity, which is why the Most High said that they went too far. You understand what I'm saying? So you can for sure use this. You know what I mean? To answer your question, right? Any more questions? All right, let's get into. I know DA you touched on it last week, but I want to touch some more on that whole situation, man. With Easter, man. Easter Sunday. I don't know if you brothers looked it up, man, but it was so much violence. You know what I mean? Which video did y'all show last week? The shooting? But did y'all go over the one with the brother? Let me see if I can find it. It was one where the brother, baby mother, and her family killed this cat on Easter Sunday. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Mother-in-law sent it to me. Mother-in-law, give my mother-in-law a hand. She always telling me the videos, putting me up on anything bad happening. She sent it right to my inbox. Let's see. And then also, did y'all see Dwayne Wade's son, the picture that his son put up on Easter? Did y'all see that? Yeah, we're gonna go into that as well. Once again, just to show how the Lord told us, you know what I'm saying, in the law, statutes, and commandments, not do idol worship. You see what I'm saying? And Easter is for sure idol worship. Right. Christmas is idol worship. Celebrating your birthday, idol worship. And when you worship these things, look at what type of people it produce. You understand? Look at who you were when you were celebrating these things. When you celebrated, we all done these things in the world. What type of person did you turn out to be? Everybody understand? A disgusting bastard. You understand? Getting high, throwing away women, a thief. A lot of you in here was big thieves. No, I'm just not. Brother, like, damn. I ain't never told him that, but he's a prophet. You understand? So basically, let me see if I can follow. Lock. She gonna send me some more. I can't even pray. I can't even find it. There. Who can I send this to? Come on, what about you? Well, I'm gonna send it to your Facebook. All right. There's so many goddamn Kawans in the school. Shit. Right. They just took your name and ran with it. You know? Also, let's get the picture of Dwayne Wade's son. Now you got to understand the whole situation with Dwayne Wade. Once again, this goes back to show you that just because you're rich doesn't mean you have wisdom. You've seen it with Will Smith. You know, now Will Smith is going to going East India, going with the East Indians to get a strength to try to help him with his problems. And he could easily just come to One West. We got school. Where Will Smith live at this day and time? What city or state? Go ahead.
I believe they're in New Jersey.
Is he in Jersey?
I believe so, sir.
Okay.
He's definitely on the East Coast, but I think they might be in Jersey.
Well, he need to go see Captain Tazaria. You see what I'm saying? He right. If you're in Jersey, you can either go to the school in Philly. They got a school in Jersey. New York, he got options to go get the help that he need. You see what I mean? The counsel that he need. But instead, he do what our people have always done. He go turn to somebody of another nation. All the East Indians gonna do, burn some incense. You know what I'm saying? Convince him to grow some dreadlocks. You know what I mean? Take some white dust, smacking him on his forehead, smack him in the back of his head, and hum nom nom nom. Nom nom, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's the same thing that who did it? I think Janet Jackson, that numb your heart, ring your all that.
Yeah. All of a sudden, all of a sudden they knew people. You know, Tina Turner was the same way. I watch it, especially with Tina Turner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching it. Whatever person I'm watching with, like, damn, it must have really helped her. You know, going to see the East End. I said, man, the only thing helped Tina Turner is she realized she needed to get away from Mike Turner. I was beating her head in the ball. Like any counsel ever. Once again, a sister can't leave her husband, but if he whooping her every day, then the counsel will be you need to get away from this brother until he gets some help or something. You understand? She got away from Mike. That's all she needed, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, she gave the credit to the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? And this is who we are. You know what I'm saying? As a people, we want to give credit to the other nations opposed to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to our God. And this is a problem, huh? All right. We got the picture. Post show that picture of Dwayne Wade's son, and then we can go into the video or whatever the case may be. All right. Well,
This right here is good tonight.
y'all see this?
See that?
Good night.
Now look at Dwayne Wade on one hand. This is in the same day. This is a multi-million-dollar basketball player or whatever, and look how his term sunned out. Kissing a white. This ain't even a boy. I know that, right? This is a girl who wants to be a boy. So this is like a triple abomination. First of all, Edomite, a transvestite, homosexuality. So many things is wrong with this picture. You see what I'm saying? And of course, Dwayne Wade, you know, his woman, she ain't got no wisdom because ain't no woman of the Lord would back no mess like this. Everybody understand? Now, why do you think Dwayne Wade even has this type of mindset? Why do you think he even would allow something like this? Who knows? My yard?
Like you, sir. Because the brother could potentially be a homosexual, sir.
He could potentially be a homosexual. You're right. You understand? But what is the real reason?
Because of the Christian church.
Because of get the bar off of him. We gotta listen. We gonna deal. If we gonna ever fix our which we doing, and we take it up to Commander John, give him a hand. You understand? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go bring forth. Big up to our king, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, give him a hand. You see what I'm saying? Commander Johanna, give him a hand. You understand? Education, but don't they tell you the brain is what's the old saying used to be? Brain is a terrible
a mind is a terrible.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste. You see what I'm saying? Then they used to tell you this is your mind on crack. Remember that commercial? Y'all might some of y'all might be too young to remember that, but I remember that. They take it, put it in the front with the eggs. You see what I'm saying? Like educating your child. Like the brother, he got his daughter, that's your daughter, right? He got his daughter right there. Give him a hand. He got to teach her the law, statutes, and commandments from ground up. Not all of us in here got children. You got to teach them what? From the ground up. Dwayne Wade, that picture you seen right there is a product of the Christian church. You understand? Here's how we know. What religion is Dwayne Wade's mother? Go ahead.
She's supposed to be Christian past.
You see the problem there? Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Dwayne, you know, this mother is a goddamn preacher, okay? Which, first of all, ain't no woman supposed to be. You can only imagine what that's gonna create. Here she is, a woman. Now, here the word of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, is masculine as hell. You see what I'm saying? So, not to say that women can't teach other women through their conversation, but as far as a woman standing up on a podium, could you imagine that? A sister at camp, in a dress saying, give me Matthew 19 and 24. She telling another sister,
right?
Read. Standing out there with other sisters holding posts like that. Back up. You see, you laughing. You laughing, right? But the women, this is who's been in charge of your nation. So if you a man sitting in the church, listen to a woman teach the word of the Lord, what in the hell you think gonna come out of that? Right. My God?
Like I said, if I could.
Somebody give me train up our children in the way that they should go. Give me that. Go ahead.
If I could. What came out of that, a video resurfaced with D. Wade. Did an interview back in the days on some sports video podcast or something. And he admitted that when he was younger, he used to wear his sister's dress and shoes. He used to wear his bigger sister's clothes.
He did that in an interview with some of the brothers. Hey, what's going on, soldier? What's going on, man? He did, and you should have. Did you see how the brothers looked at him when he said that though? They all was looking like, no, nigga, we ain't. I ain't trying no high heels when I was no boy. Right. Man, if you done that, listen, you're a man of the Lord that's in the past. I don't even want to know about it. You keep some things you keep. If anybody tell you you got to speak the truth all the time, they lied to you. Okay. I don't want to hear about it. You understand? So this cat tried on dresses and shoes, and then his mom is a preacher, which is a total abomination. How in the hell she is a woman up there even teaching when, first of all, one of them Sundays that she's teaching, she bleed. You understand? When a woman ain't even supposed to be in the damn church, school, temple, nothing on it when she's bleeding. Now, everybody understand? So, you know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important, to educate our children, not only our nationality, but what our nationality entails. You understand? Read what you want to train up the child in the way that they should go. Let's go.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Now you see what the UPK produces, right? You see what the UPK produces, then you see what the Christian church produces. This is what the Christian church produced. Now, if Dwayne Wade's son was in the UPK, how would he look? Y'all were done? Masculine as hell. You see what I'm saying? He'd have a bandana on his head, being all black. He would have came to the Passover in a garment, looking strong. Now, he might have went to school, been bad as hell. All day, every day. Y'all were down looking at me like, man, why you gonna talk about my situation like that? You see what I'm saying? But hey, your son basically did both. You know what I'm saying? Son so basically he even got the nerve to be seeing who's singing and who not. As in, you know what I'm saying? Sister, you see what you get my point. This is what the UPK produces. This is what the Christian church produces. Them lesbians all them lesbians you see out there walking up you see somebody walking up the block like this, they get closer. You look and say, well, damn, this is a damn woman. I thought this was a dude. You see what it's a woman. This is what the church produces. You understand? What in the hell do we think was gonna happen to us as a people from following Satan? What you thought you was gonna be hope? You thought you was gonna be righteous as hell from following the white man, seeing that this the man he's been a devil since day one. Right. What in the hell you think gonna happen? The Christian church is his form of education as it pertains to God. Right. You see what I'm saying? But he disrespected the Lord so much. He disrespected the Lord's son. He don't even give it that. That's what Christ really looked like. But yet, all you've ever seen was a picture of a white boy. Come. You understand? Now here you are in America going to school, learning about white history all day, every day, and then even as it pertains to religion, you go home and your mama and your grandmother got a picture of white Jesus on the wall. And here you are as black as the day. Right. Now, what type of self-esteem are you gonna draw from that? None. Everybody understand? Read what you got, bro.
Kind of what kind?
Probably. Come on, you got your hand?
Sorry, what you said is so heavy because white people even have the nerve to even on Easter Day to reenact the crucifixion of Christ, which is actually an insult to real Jews.
Right. Right. They're gonna reenact the crucifixion of Christ as though this is something that needs to be celebrated. Right. Where in the hell in the Bible did Christ tell you to celebrate his resurrection or him to be go up on the cross? Where I ain't never read that. I've been in the truth 11 years. I've never read where Christ said celebrate him going up on the cross and being resurrected. Right. You see what I'm saying? But here you come on Sunday in the cleanest suit. Penny loafers, it's so shiny. It's like you took some Vaseline and just rubbed your shoes down. Mama smack you on the back of the head and say, boy, you going to church. You ain't been to church all year. Right. You've been a gremlin all school year, but here you is standing in the front, not the front row. That's what women with big hats. But you sit in the second, third row in an Easter suit, and after you come out of church, you go on Easter egg hunting.
Right.
And talking about this got something to do with Christ. Let me get this scripture. Let me get it. I'm gonna come to y'all. Go ahead.
Come. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
You remember this scripture here? Let's go.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
If you want your child to go, you train them to go a certain way. Training take every day. You see what I'm saying? When you train as a person, that's trial and error. Some days they ain't gonna have as much strength as the other days. Some days they ain't gonna do the job right. Some days you're gonna have to discipline your child. Some days you're not. Some days you do well. That's what training is all about. Everybody understand? The Christian church is training your child, and this is what they training them up to be. Go ahead, so.
I wanted to know if you could break down what they by discipline. What are they saying to do it specifically?
We'll go into that as well. Somebody hold for me. If you spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay. Finish reading what you got.
Come.
Go ahead.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
When he old, what?
When he is old, he will not depart from it.
Everybody understand. If you train your child well, you understand they won't depart from being raised in the right, proper manner. Everybody understand? But if you allow your child to go in a Christian church, this is what the church is going to produce. Not just homosexuals. Everybody who's selling crack, what religion they is. You see what I'm saying? Karaka? Christians. How you know? They riding around selling crack all day. What do they have tattooed on their body? Go ahead.
Cross.
Or
they got a cross on their chain around their neck.
Who else do they have tattooed to their body besides the cross? Karaka.
White Jesus.
Get a brother a hand. Now, first of all, what in the hell are you doing tattooing another man's face to you anyway? that is homosexual as could be. You got the white Jesus tattoo. You ride around selling crack and weed. You ain't just selling one. You selling crack and weed and heroin. Right. You understand? Right. A lot of brothers like, damn, you just told my whole life. And then got a nerve to have a little chain, you know what I'm saying, around your neck with a little cross. Talking about, then you go, before you sell the drug, you do that. Now, whatever they do it, before you go out there and sell dope. And then wonder why, you know what I'm saying, you get shot up, you know what I'm saying, a week later. Because the Lord ain't with you, right? Satan is with you. That money you getting, Satan with that. Right. All money ain't good money, y'all. Everybody understand? Any more on that?
Nah, so that's
okay. Give me the answer to the brother's question about sparing the rod. A warrior, tell everybody where you at. You got a Bible lot? Somebody get the brother a Bible. We got Bibles over here.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24.
Let me get there with you, boy. Go ahead. 15 and what?
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24.
Okay, read that, brother.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son.
He that what?
Spareth the rod hateth his son.
Why did the Lord say that? He that spareth his rod hateth his son. A warrior?
It's like it's sir, because if you don't correct your child from doing something, if you just let them go and do whatever they want, you can't love their child, because you know that you, with the wisdom that you should have, you know they're gonna enter destruction. They're gonna enter detriment of them.
Give a warrior a hand. You understand? Right. Because if you really love your child, if they do wrong, the way that you teach them to do right is right. You have to discipline them. Now, if you talk to your child, and some children is worse than others. Some children come right out the womb as little gremlins. You know what I'm saying? You say, God damn, boy, how many demons you got when you was born with? You see what I'm saying? Some children are not as disobedient. You gotta, your child, boy or girl, right? Now the discipline, this is where people get it mixed up. The whole thing with does it say rod in here? Right. The rod don't always mean you got to go get a belt or an ironing board. This is where Israel get tripped at. Now, once again, whether they learn to not train their child the right way? The Christian church.
Right.
The Christian church, them women with them big hats dish out the most vicious ass whoopings all loud. Yeah, and you wonder why. You say, I thought you was a godly woman. Meanwhile, that woman sitting with that big hat is like you ever seen The Exorcist?
Right.
Where the woman head spin around and spit. That's what the Christian church produced with them women. You see what I'm saying? Read that what you got one more time, boy.
Mm-hmm. Proverbs chapter 14. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
He that spareth his rod hateth his son.
He did what?
Spareth his rod hateth his son.
Because if you don't correct your son or whatever, you ever seen a child that don't get corrected? How they turn out?
Unproductive, criminal, all types of stuff.
Then you ever see like white people, how they got them kids and when they take them grocery shopping, what they doing in the store?
Cursing their mama out.
Cursing, bitch, shut up. And pulling stuff out the aisle, and all the white mother do is say, Tommy, stop. Then Tommy grew up one day and killed the mama and killed the daddy. You know why he done that? Because he wasn't raised well. You see what I'm saying? Nobody took the time to correct them demons. They just let the boy be. You can't do that. A child have demons on, you got to discipline them. Verbally, if the verbal discipline don't work, then what? You can put them on a punishment, make them, they don't just have to be a belt. Using a belt or whatever, or even a hand, you do those things. That's an extremity. That's being a little extreme. Sometimes you got to go extreme though. If your child take it there, you got to go there. You got to go there with them because you love them. But if you don't correct your child, they go into prison. These little kids you see, and you go to a child kid right now, it's children acting up. You know what I'm saying? That you can guarantee if they never get corrected, those same children that's acting up in preschool, they're going to the penitentiary. By the time that some of them be 15, 16, you'll be going to their funeral. You understand? Go ahead.
Right, sir. What you bring out is so heavy. I have a precept about it. When you said how sometimes you have to go extreme.
Yeah.
But what you said about them going to prison, acting up in preschool.
Yeah.
The new prisons that I found this out when I worked in social service.
Mm-hmm.
The new prisons that they build now, how they built all these privatized prisons. Yeah. They based it 20 years ago off of third grade. Right. They look at your test scores, like how we take the Iowa test here. They look at your test scores. Mm-hmm. They look at your behavior scores. Yeah. Because you get graded on behavior in grade school. Mm-hmm. So they looked at third graders in the black and Hispanic community. Of course. And they saw how many third graders were graded below average on their behavior. Yeah. And they calculated the number of inmates that they would have 20 years later when those kids became adults. Damn right. They built all these new privatized prisons off of those numbers.
Get a brother a hand, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we've been teaching that for years. I could have sworn we've been teaching in here, you know what I'm saying, that the warrior know. You know what I'm saying? They putting that on the records, but what I learned at One West and what I've been teaching under Commander Jenny Hunter is they already know who coming to prison. If that child never get corrected, they know where he comes. They know what communities. It's almost like how the NBA know we're gonna get a couple of NBA stars from Chicago. We know we're gonna get a couple out of LA. We're gonna get a couple out of New York because this is what this is produced. Mm-hmm. It's the same way with criminality. They can look and know what areas, you know what I'm saying, where it's real impoverished. They already know a certain amount of blacks and Hispanics. They know you coming because they know the environment that this is where the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now, if you take the man out of the house, what are you taking out of that house? Go ahead.
Right, so discipline.
You're taking that rod out of that house. You understand? You take that rod out of that house. That house gonna go to cake. You listen. You can have a well-organized family. You, the woman, healthy family, you got 3-4 kids or whatever, let you be gone from that house for, I say, a month. You come back, you'll be sitting there like, what in the hell happened? These girls you understand? Because why? A woman, even if a woman try her hardest, she can never be you. Right. Even if I try my hardest, I can never be a nurturer like my woman. I don't want to be. And a woman shouldn't want to think that shouldn't think that she could be a disciplinarian. She can, but she can't be. She just don't have the skills. She don't have the stomach for what you do. When you discipline, you stand on that discipline. A woman discipline, 5 minutes later, they giving the kids cupcakes. You understand? They hugging them and all this and that. You understand? So you take that man out the house, be gone for 1 month. You come back in that house gonna be chaotic. Everybody understand? Read on.
But he that loveth him, chasten him betimes.
He that what?
Loveth him, chasten him betimes.
Everybody understand? Like this is what it take. It takes you got to sometimes with a child. They gonna do the same thing over and over again. Guess what? What this scripture telling you is you have to be consistent with your discipline. Right. It sometimes it take a minute, you know what I'm saying, to break that demon off a child. But if you be consistent with your discipline, eventually, you know what I'm saying, that child will break. You understand? I'm coming to you. I just want to say that it's the same way with us as a nation. Us going into slavery time and time again is because we disobedient children. What God would do, what God, would allow his beloved children to go on slave ships? Jen and Johanna was bringing this out Monday night. You know how horrible the conditions was on the slave ship? 5 people stacked up in the deck. The people the 4 cats, if you on the bottom, the 5 cats that stacked on top of you is all defecating and all that. Who you think that's falling on? Right. You. The stench, even the stench of the stench will kill you. You understand? Then when they bring you up top, you then drove you on this damn slave ship for weeks upon time. That's all real horrible. So what most brothers do, they stand on top of the slave ship, and when they get the first opportunity, jump right over. No, and guess what? They know it's horrible because everybody know that when you jump over in that water, that the great white jaws is waiting on you. You see what I'm saying? So what would make a person even commit that suicide? They're living hell. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord didn't discipline us for 400 years in America, and he ain't stopped. He's been consistent with his discipline, have he not?
Yeah. I was just gonna say exactly what you just said, Ken. How the Lord, like a lot of people in the Christian church, use that rod as a way to pick up a weapon and beat their children like they was done to in slavery.
Yeah.
But in actuality, when you look at it on a national level, that rod of correction signifies a shepherd having a rod to keep the sheep going back. You know what I'm saying? Before they go astray, that rod
there you go.
Correct.
There you go.
You got to keep them correct on the
there
right course.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? So
that's why
saying was heavy. So.
Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Once again, they don't always, you ain't got to walk around in your house like some black people do. They use walk in their house, they smoking weed and got a belt on the couch. You see what I'm saying? And smoke it. How you trying to correct anybody and you're a damn drug addict? I don't even know. See, you think your kids don't respect you? You know what I'm saying? You sitting on, mama sitting there smoking a joint in a bra, titties hanging out, you know what I'm saying, in a panties in front of the kids. Meanwhile, she whooping ass all day. And you think, what in the hell you think gonna come out of that house? Read on.
The righteousness eateth to satisfying of his soul.
The what?
The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul.
Read on.
But the belly of the wicked shall want.
The what?
The belly of the wicked shall want.
What does that mean? The righteous to get the satisfying of their soul. Go ahead, Al.
The righteous, they only take what they need.
What satisfies a righteous man's soul? You right, but I can let it go ahead. I give you opportunity.
Well, it be the law, that simple commandment.
Yeah, you just said it. You know what I'm saying? The righteous, he's satisfied with the basic necessities in life. He may not be rich, you know what I'm saying? May be poor, maybe not, but he's satisfied with the basic things that he had. He got food, he have a wife, he got children. He don't have to be living like Puffy. Right. What in the hell? A lot of you, what the hell you need what you need a mansion for? It's just gonna be you in that. You see, whatever. I do want a mansion, you know what I'm saying? But I can't. But it'll be for y'all to come over there, in the morning. I tell y'all, all right now. Y'all come on, y'all got to go. All right. But you get my point. A righteous cat, simple things satisfy a righteous man. Read the other part.
But the belly of the wicked shall want.
But the what?
Belly of the wicked shall want.
Break that part down.
Meaning the thirst for what they always continuously want to take.
They never satisfy. That's all you need right there. the belly of the wicked is never satisfied. They get $100 million, they need 200 million. They get 200 million, they need $1 billion. Now, it's cool to get that, but what are you doing with that money? You ain't doing nothing but you feeding yourself, taking trips. A lot of cats, they got money out there. What's the purpose? A righteous man get that type of money, what he gonna do? He gonna build his nation. I don't know what man who's righteous see his people suffering and don't take care of the neighborhood, don't take care of his loved ones. You understand? Lacon?
So like this, sir, I was gonna ask if I could use this scripture, verse 25.
Read it on the same.
Come as a precept to the scripture where it talks about the Christian pastor how they greet dogs.
For sure. You see what I'm saying? That never. That's an excellent. That's an outstanding precept. Read verse 14 and 1.
Come.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Every what?
Wise woman buildeth her house.
This falls into right what we was talking about, right? What does a wise woman do as far as her household? What does a wise woman do as it pertains to what we was just talking about as far as the discipline and everything else? How does a wise woman build a house? Yeah,
Keep a man in the house.
get a brother a hand. It's a simple answer. Y'all looking like, damn, I don't know. The scriptures say the simplicity in Christ. You understand? The best way the woman builds up her house is keep that man in the house. Yeah, I don't give a damn he got a job or not. A man's number one job is to take care of his family. He take care of his family by what? Being there. You understand? Guiding his family, leading, protecting. If the man don't do nothing but take the garbage out every goddamn day, you know what I'm saying, and protect you from them damn mice that you scared of, he's doing the job. You see what I'm saying? When you get off the damn CTA at the corner of the bus, who you got meeting you on the corner because you're scared? Right. You see what I'm saying? So now ain't no able-bodied brother. We don't raise men in here not to go out and get what we call a job, slavery. You know what I'm saying? A job. Able-bodied man, he ain't no brother just gonna sit and not help his family. But sometimes a brother be put in a position where he can't. So if he can't, there's other things that he can do. So a woman cannot leave that man. You know what I'm saying? A woman want to build up a house. Man, listen, y'all work together, find out a way to get some paper in that house out. Everybody understand? So first thing she gonna do is do what? She gonna make sure she don't get rid of a man. All right? A warrior?
Yeah, so like I said, what you bringing out that point last night, I was on Clubhouse, and the sister, she had brought out that, I don't know, it was like group that teaches men that they supposed to quit their job and just not do nothing.
She said, wait, say that again?
She didn't name the Israelite group, but she said
she ain't name them. She said, what they do?
Say they teach the man that to quit their slavery.
Yeah.
And just not work, not do nothing, rely on her.
I don't even. That doesn't even make sense. More than likely, she was talking about us.
She wasn't talking about us, huh?
Did she name? Oh, she said what?
Nah, she said what up.
I'm gonna say that she just made that up. I don't even believe that. You understand? Who in a right mind would even tell somebody that? You see what I'm saying? Seeing that we in hell, damn near you can't make it without two incomes. You see what I'm saying? Unless you a person that so happen to get some real money out of Esau's kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So of course we don't teach that. Yeah, that's all I know. Where we at? Read.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hand.
The foolish woman does what?
Plucketh it down with her hand.
What does that mean? Now we just read the part about a righteous woman building it up. How does the foolish woman pluck it down with her hands? Warrior?
She does things to make that man leave that house. She calls that man to get out.
That's the point. Get the brother a hand. And more than likely, what is the reason that brother get put out that house? What is the numero reason? Number one reason. DA.
He want another woman.
He not know that he want another woman. He has another woman. You understand? Which 99% of men, they're going to, it's just something that it's in their DNA. They're going to do it. However, a woman, according to the word of the Lord, not the Christian, because the Christian church, you know what they're going to tell you? Leave him. The reverend going to tell you to leave that man. Why? Because he wants you to be his woman. all that good cooking you doing, the Reverend, the Reverend be, you know what I'm saying, having 9 or 10 women in that church cooking for him. You understand? He tell the woman to get rid of the man so you could be his woman.
Right.
Why? Because most of the pips during the 70s, what profession did they pick up? Church, the preacher. Yeah, they left them. They ain't leave the Cadillac. They just changed. They just found a way to clean up their profession. You understand? So they left from pimping on the street and went and joined. You know what I'm saying? The church. Threw on they passed the material. Now you calling them a reverend. Meanwhile, this dude is a fucking snake. Excuse my friend. He's a snake. Everybody understand? Read that part one more time, man.
Mm-hmm. But the foolish pluck of it down with her hand.
But the what?
The foolish pluck of it down with her hand.
The foolish woman plucketh it down by her hand. The number one reason, a man get another woman, he lose his job. So what she do? She put him out the house. According to the Lord, according to the Lord, what the Bible says, a woman can't do that. You understand? A woman has to fight that urge. You know what I'm saying? To do that thing there, to put her, because she's going to destroy the home. Once the man leaves the home, like I just said earlier, the home falls apart. Everybody understand? All right, well, what else was you holding? The picture of Dwayne Wade. What was it? We're gonna skip that part. All right. Give me what the Lord said. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. All right.
Come.
You got it. Tell everybody where you at.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3.
Look at slide it 2, sir. Let me see. Let me get there. All right, read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Start at verse 1.
Mm-hmm. Book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And God spake all these words, saying,
go ahead.
Verse 2, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Which did what?
Brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the what?
The house of bondage.
What does the Lord mean when he says out of the house of bondage? Right? What is the Lord? What is the spirit behind that? Young man.
Like if I could, meaning like basically in the house of captivity.
You're right, the house of captivity. But why is the Most High calling it? You know what a house is, right? If I say this is the house of the Lord, what do you know is going on in it? Nothing but righteousness. If I say this is the house of snakes, what you know is you walk in there, there's 50 snakes in the house. You ever walk in somebody's house with 50 snakes? Huh? And these brothers like, no, if you did, what would you do? You probably walk right back out. I won't be visiting here this evening. Right. You understand? But this is the house of bondage. Why is the Lord calling it the house of bondage? It's real simple. Read it one more time. Look up.
It's like it says the place of taking slaves.
You right, but that ain't how I want you to say it, young man.
House of oppression.
That too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's built. It functions based on slavery.
Hey, what?
It's built on slavery.
Get DA hand. Like it's called. Read it one more time. That part. Read that part one more time.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
The Lord did what?
Brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
That's very important to understand because the Most High is bringing us out of the land of Egypt a second time. You understand? But this time he ain't just pulling you out. You understand? This time he educating, he pulling you out by teaching you the truth. Right. By having prophets wake you up to who you are and what the hell you're supposed to be doing. Right. This is how the Lord is pulling. He pulling you out now. You don't even realize, but it's a spiritual pull that he's doing. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the what?
The house of bondage.
At the end of the day, America is the house of bondage. meaning this place that we call America, it can't function. It functions off of slavery. Everything about America is function. Is the most wealthiest country. It's got the most powerful military. It's the world's #1 superpower. How in the hell did it get to all of these different fashions? How did it get here? Who knows? A warrior? Through slavery. You understand? Enslaving who? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And now, here's the important factor. How does he keep you a slave? Because he didn't took the chains off of you. So how does he keep you a slave? Go ahead.
By making sure that you don't know who you are, like keeping your identity a secret from you.
And what else? Lacombe?
Turning you against each other.
You right. Go ahead.
I'll make you seem like you're a part of this country.
You right, young man.
I continue to educate you with their beliefs.
Get a brother a hand, which is AKA their gods. You see what I'm saying? Because think about on Easter Sunday, think about how much money people spend on them goddamn Easter baskets. If you was in the Easter basket business, then you would know. Go ahead.
I remember when, growing up in school, I used to have you pledging allegiance to the flag. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, that's indoctrination right there.
Get a damn right, get a brother a hand. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, there's some billionaire walking right off of his baskets. Taking some little eggs. Rabbits don't even lay eggs. When I first came into the truth, I said, what? It's me some stood out war. Right. You understand? And you didn't tell me rabbits don't even lay eggs out? Right. So what did you ask your parent what does Easter mean? They don't even know. Right. They just we like what did the Lord say? We like sheep. We like sheep led to the slaughter. We just instead of being a human using your brain, you ain't even questioning what you're doing. Ask the people, why you celebrate Christmas? What's the real mother, father? They don't know. They just doing what they fathers did. But now we got it. Now as a people, look, we got to grow up now. Remember, we like little children without the truth. That's why Christ said would always speak when he spoke to disciples and the crowds of people. He would call them what? Little children. A cat coming here, he could be how old? 70, 80. What we call it? Young man. Right. Because we know that mind that you got is like a neon to a damn baby eye. And here you're gonna get raised up to be a man. Everybody understand? Read on now.
Verse 3.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Everybody understand that? That is a order right there. The Lord say, thou shalt have no other God before. Talking about the goddamn idol worship that we doing. Idol worship is you taking some type of item or person or thing and making them a god more than what I'm saying, than more than what the Most High is. Easter eggs and bunny rabbits, they ever taught you laws? They ever gave you a sense of morality? Hell no. Right. You understand? Read on.
Verse 3. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Thou shalt what?
Not make unto thee any graven image.
Uh-oh. What is that talking about right there, y'all? Somebody get hold for me. Genesis 49:10. Somebody hold that for me. Go ahead.
So, sir, would that be talking about that Christian cross?
That's exactly what it's talking about. Yeah, because it's many different graven. This is a graven image, but you know what the difference is? I ain't worshiping this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Brothers got the graven image. That's what a graven image is. You take some, but this graven image you're worshiping.
Right.
You see, that's the difference. You see what I'm saying? That cross right there that everybody got in their house, you're worshiping that image. Whatever philosophy is meaning this. It ain't just an image. It's a philosophy that comes with that image. Come with that Christian that cross. Christians who follow that cross, what do they say out their mouth about God? Go ahead.
God loves everybody.
I love God. What the Bible say? This is love, that we follow his commandments.
Right.
You show a Christian that, you know what they tell you? You taking that out of context.
Oh God.
It just say that you know.
Yeah. If done, I got a history I just pulled up online about Easter, the Easter egg, where it all came from. It's pretty brief, kind of.
I wanted to be brief. You know what I'm saying? We otherwise we didn't let the history, go into the history of it. But if it's brief, you know what I'm saying, we'll touch on it. All right.
So
I read it one more time.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Any what?
Graven image. Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
In heaven above, talking about the stars, the moon, the damn Islam. What's one of their graven images? They got a damn moon sitting on top of the damn joint. Commander General Hano battled one of their top ministers some years ago. What was his name? Numeri Muhammad or something like that. Nuri Muhammad. I think this cat is I believe he probably gonna be the next cat if something happened to Farrakhan. That's how popular he is. He came to Philadelphia, sat in a debate with Commander General Hanna and got smoked. You can look it up on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? That nigga there talking about where the moon. See, the moon is the same shape as see. You see the woman's stomach, the belly, that same shape. And they say it's a 28-day cycle. This is what he in there saying. Commander General Hanna came. Man, he said, the Lord said, Johnny Hanna smashed him, said, man, the Lord don't care about the shape of none of that garbage. Right. What the Most High care about is us following these. It's simple, man. Right. The Lord care about us following these laws, statutes, and commandments. There is no rocket science to this. Right. The Lord created you. The man created you. They gave you the eyes to see with, the nose to breathe with, that mouth to taste with. He also gave you rules for your brain to obey. Excuse my language, y'all. You understand? But I get real, you know what I'm saying, about teaching this word of the Lord. You understand? Who gave you all these different things. He wants you to obey what he says. Everybody understand? Now, here he is in the Bible saying, don't worship a graven image. And when you walk in the church, what do they have in there? A goddamn graven image that they follow. Right. When if anybody know the history of the cross, this is what they use to torture people on. Mainly our people. So why would you worship or follow a philosophy of an image historically that has damaged our people? Right. Everybody understand? Any more? It's like you got your hand up.
I was just waiting because
we'll right after this. Finish. Is any more on that?
Go
ahead, brother.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Or is what?
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Listen, in the earth beneath, you know what I'm saying? In the sea, in the earth, read.
Or that is in the water under the earth.
Read on.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Thou shalt what?
Not bow down thyself to them.
Bowing down just don't mean you get on your knees. Bow down also means following the philosophy of that religion. Do you understand? Women that follow that religion also make their way to the abortion clinic. You understand? They also do that, even though the Lord said in the Bible, thou shalt not kill. Right. He did say that. So on one hand, you saying these are the same Christian women that tell you night and day, you go on their Instagram, they telling you how much they love God. Right. And you sitting there, y'all, you looking, you say, like, man, look at that big behind on this joint head. You see, this is a fine joint head. Yeah, physically she is, but you better get to know what's inside that brain. You see what I'm saying? Because once you get to know what's inside that brain, what you're gonna find out is she's a monster. Right. How you gonna get trained up in the head, you know what I'm saying, to be able to read what a woman is and really see what she's about, and then go marry a damn demon anyway. And now we got to call a demon a sister. Right. You see what I'm saying? When the Lord told you, then he said, don't add any whores to the body. Didn't he take it at? When you gonna listen? Everybody understand? Read.
Nor serve them.
What?
Nor serve them.
Listen, right. You serving. I want to say one more thing about that old Instagram. You looking at that beauty. Meanwhile, she just came from the damn abortion clinic, and she's sitting there dancing, pouring her wine on the Instagram. You know, you don't know she just murdered 2 twins. She had triplets. Right. Murder. Could you imagine that? A woman being pregnant with triplets or twins and murder them all. This is what you laying up next to in the bed, talking about this your woman. Okay. Right. Read.
Kana Makan. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
The Lord is what?
A jealous God.
That's what we don't understand. You understand? People, the emotion of jealousy was given to you for a particular reason. Now, you shouldn't be jealous over anything that your brother has, but it's reasons to be jealous.
Right.
Look at the other nations that got their own country, right? Got their own land that they can call out. I'm jealous as hell about that. I would like a land with me and my brothers where we can say this is the land of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Even Hispanics that come here and say, "Yeah, I got my own country." Who run your country?
Right.
Who take the resources? White people.
That's right.
Yeah, that ain't joke. This ain't joke. That ain't anything in the Western Hemisphere belong to the so-called white man. You a slave here. I don't give a damn what island you come. You come from an island talking about your land so beautiful. My country, yeah, it's so beautiful. Then why you come here?
Right.
To America. You know why you came here? Because the white man and suck, you know what I'm saying? Your economy so dry, you ain't got no choice but to come here. Then you come here and get oppressed.
Right.
Everybody understand? Anymore, we could drop that. Yeah, let's go into the history real fast. Tell everybody where they can find this information.
This is on mamamia.com.
Mama Mia. Mama Mia from No Limit.
Nah.
Master P. Y'all don't know nothing about no Mama Mia.
It says Easter being a Christian holiday symbolizing the death and resurrection.
Being a what holiday?
Being a Christian holiday.
The white man got several ways to get money from you. You get it from you on Easter, you get it from you on Christmas, Thanksgiving.
The so-called Mother's Day that's about to come up.
Mother's Day, you know, I don't even want to. That's a whole other class. You women getting the Mother's Day gift, knowing damn well you need a kick in your behind. You want a mother's gift, man. This is what everybody should do for the mothers who deserve it. On Mother's Day, you should tell mother, "Mama, I got a gift for you. I'm bringing it right now." And when your mother get there, and then the mother say, "Here's my gift." You tell her, "Turn around. Turn around. I got a surprise for you." When you close your eyes. But then when your mother turn around and close your eyes, you take that foot and give her a kick right in that goddamn behind. And tell her that's her gift. That's what she deserves for being a monster. I'm only joking. Come on with it, Hey, send me one more time, y'all.
Being a Christian holiday, symbolizing the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Symbolizing the what?
Symbolizing the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. One could assume a ye olden time Easter bunny might have come from biblical beginnings.
That's what one may assume.
Right.
That the whole bunny would have something to do with the Bible.
Right.
Read.
However, it would appear the opposite is true.
It would what?
It would appear the opposite is true.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just do the research on these particular holidays. You ain't just got to keep doing them. All you gotta do is do the research on these holidays, and you'll find out that it's against what the Bible says.
Right.
Why you think we sitting here in America? Because when we ran into the west coast of Africa, what in the hell you think we was doing? Here we are in America worshiping Africans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are a black man, you go throw on a dashiki, and all of a sudden you think you cultural. You look like a fool with that damn dashiki. Right. Take it off.
Right.
Why do you look like a fool? Because that's not your culture. You see what I'm saying? So now you know if we here in America talking about we Egyptians and worshiping Africans, what in the hell you think we were doing before we got on the what you think made you go on the slave ship?
Right.
Worshiping Africans.
That's
the
right.
Same Africans that put you in slavery.
Right.
The ones you sitting there worshiping, googling and goggling in their face, the same one that put you on them damn slave ships and sold you to the white man.
That's right.
Read.
So, how did the Easter bunny become such a huge symbol of the Christian celebration?
Let's find out. Go ahead.
Short answer, sex.
Who?
Sex.
S-E-X. Read.
That's it on that.
That's it on that. If you want further information, You look this up, you know what I'm saying, and find out it's the fertility. It has something to do with the fertility god. Everybody understand? You can look right into it and get the history on it. And you got some more?
Get some more on that.
Go ahead.
The Easter Bunny comes from the German folklore and an ancient Anglo-Saxon myth around the fertility goddess Ostara, which of course we already know is Astar or Istar or Asteroid, which is the sex goddess. It says Ostara is the personification of the rising sun. In that capacity, she is associated with the spring and is considered a fertility goddess. She is the friend of all children.
I just said that. Read that again.
In that capacity, she is associated with the spring and is considered a fertility goddess. She is the friend of all children, and to amuse them, she changed her pet bird into a rabbit.
Everybody understand? Now, this is somebody that you realize, right, that this is something that was made up in some cracker's head. Some cracker came up with the whole Easter. Some cracker sat down and said, yeah, it's going to be a fertility goddess. We're going to put the egg in. This some cracker this ain't something that's real. Right. Everybody understand? Like this is you wonder why we as a people, we can't get to where we need to be, because this is what we follow. And like the brother brought out last week, all you got to do is look up Easter Day violence, because this is what following Easter produces: murderers. You understand? So what happened? First of all, you're sitting there, you come with Easter, and on Easter Sunday or whatever, what's on the table? What's on the Easter table come Easter Sunday? All type of abominations.
I was gonna say you got your Easter ham.
You got to start there first. Ain't nothing on the table as big as that ham. You see what I'm saying? When the Lord told you that's an abomination, and you wonder why you got diabetes, your doctor tell you don't even stop eating pork. Right. Even the white man tell you you still won't stop.
Right.
White man tell you stop smoking cigarettes, and the damn pack on there tell you it may cause cancer. You smoke anyway. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
This is still an article further that it says Easter was originally. You can find this on blogs at scientificamerica.com.
Give me hold for me Amos too. We're gonna Amos 5:21. Go ahead.
God, sir. Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. Her symbols, like the egg and bunny, were and still are fertility and sex symbols. Or did you actually think eggs and bunnies had anything to do with the resurrection?
That's enough of that. Yeah. That's enough of that. Once again, these other nations, they gotta remember this. All these guys really transfer from Babylon to Greece. Who did I skip? Babylon, Greece, Rome, Assyrian, and all these guys. They just travel from one sect of heathens to another. Why? Because everybody outside of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, they don't have a God. Right. So if you don't have a God, what are you naturally gonna do? Lacombe? No. Go ahead.
So you're gonna make up a God or adapt somebody else's God?
Yeah, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? These other nations have the created God. When we the people that actually have a God. Now can you imagine that? We the people that actually have a God. Right. But yet we follow people that have no God.
Right.
You see that? Lacombe, you had your hand up earlier? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I could use Deuteronomy 28:64. The scripture said you'll serve other gods.
Hold that. Read me the one to Amos. You know what I'm saying? This one here, because we can't forget on Easter Sunday about all the abominations that's sitting on the table. Okay, some people now they not only do they got the pork, what else they got sitting on the table that's an abomination? They go ahead. Shrimp. Oh yeah, that's for the fancy Negroes there. Shrimp, crab. Go ahead.
The ham.
We said ham. You know what I'm saying? They got ham on there. Go ahead.
Sorry, so you can't forget about them Easter baskets with the fruit and all that.
The Easter baskets. You see what I'm saying? Don't get your child an Easter basket.
Right.
No part of the year. I would, sometimes they'd say, well, just wait. You can get the Easter basket. I would don't if you want toys and candy for your children, just buy them toys. Don't bring that Easter basket in your house.
Right.
Everybody understand? Don't do that. All right. Give me what I need. I'm coming to you next, Become. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21.
Go ahead.
I hate.
What does verse 20 say?
Khan, sir. The book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 20.
Go ahead.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
No, that's something else. Read 21.
Khan, verse 21.
Go ahead, brother.
I hate. I despise your feast days.
Christians that think God don't hate. You understand? You walk around with hatred for your brothers all day, every day. Tell us hatred is wrong, but you hate, you hate everybody. Hate your mother, and then you bring your Mother's Day gift knowing you hate her.
Right.
You hate your kids, you hate your husband. You know what I'm saying? The husband hate the wife, he hate his job. You walk around with hate all day, but when we say that we hate our oppressor and we hate the condition is on, you tell us hate is wrong.
Right.
You understand? But what did God say? Read it from the top again.
Khan, it's the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 21.
Go ahead.
I hate.
I what?
I hate. Despise your feast days.
I what?
I despise your feast days.
That Easter is a feast day, is it not? Because you go to church and then after you leave the church, you go eat the food. Everybody understand?
Khan.
Now you got people sitting around at this table that's all filled with demons. A lot of people come to the Easter dinner just to fight with the other family members. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what Easter, because we about to pull the story. Kwan, you still got that story? We about to pull that story next and show you what happened on Easter Sunday. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said he hate your feast days, man. The Lord hate Easter. The Lord hate Thanksgiving. The Lord hate all these damn feast days that you have because they ain't got nothing to do with serving the Most High.
Right.
Read.
Khan. And I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
The Lord what?
I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
What does that mean right there? I will not smell. Go ahead.
It's like you said, it's saying that he don't even want to smell your food when y'all get together.
Yeah, you got odors that's pleasing, do you not? That's what the nose is for. You know some food is good before you even taste it. Go ahead.
Is that like when you smell that food cookie, you be like,
yeah.
Like that's that smell that's something that's pleasing to you.
There you look. You listen. You know, smell is important when you in your sleep. You know, your rib get up early in the morning and fry some chicken. You know what I'm saying, or some turkey or beef bacon and biscuits. You smell it. Look, it be so good. You know it's twitching like this.
Oh God,
nigga, you in a deep dream. You know what I'm saying? But you smell that good food.
Right.
Well, it's the same way with the Lord.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord on the spiritual level, it's things that please the Most High.
That's right.
Us celebrating the Passover, the Most High, that was a pleasing smell to the Lord. You understand?
right.
When you burn incense and all, the Lord, those things, the Lord smell. Why? Because these things represent a spiritual thing as far as you obeying what the Lord says to do. But now, when you talking about a Christmas dinner, the Lord rejecting that smell.
That's right.
You understand? You talking about Easter dinner, the Lord rejecting that smell. He don't honor that.
Right.
Everybody understand? Read.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offering.
You offering a burnt offering, you know what I'm saying, to the Lord. Easter, Thanksgiving. Read.
And your meat offering.
And your what?
And your meat offering.
Read.
I will not accept them.
The Lord said what?
I will not accept them.
We just read, you know what I'm saying, the brother just read 5 minutes ago that the Lord, said he's a jealous God. You see what I'm saying? Jealousy is a good emotion to have for the right reason. If I see you in my woman's face for longer than what you should be, the emotion of jealousy gonna start to kick in. And I'm gonna put a look that means, okay, you've been conversating for this woman for too long.
Oh God.
Step back. I'm getting jealous. Don't let nobody ever make you feel that jealousy is wrong, God. You see what I'm saying? You go to your woman's job and you see certain things going on, you better make it known. Yeah, jealousy. Right. The Lord is jealous. Yeah, everybody understand? They make you try to feel that you being jealous over your family or your woman is the wrong emotion to have. When the Lord is jealous over us as a people. Right. Okay, read.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Lisa, will I what?
Will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts?
Those fools that you kill is supposed to be show the Most High that we want peace between the Lord and ourselves. Mm-hmm. The Lord say He ain't regarding your peace offerings.
Right.
You understand? What does that mean? There ain't gonna be no peace. You celebrate Easter trying to achieve peace. There will be no peace because the Most High gonna make sure of it. Everybody understand? Drop that. Kawan, give me the pull up the joint. The story about what happened to the brother on Easter Sunday, man. Yeah, we gonna show you. You know what I mean? Better than that. All right.
Video or artist?
It's a video. It's a video. Yeah, play the video. Y'all get these brothers a hand, man. They went out and got a state-of-the-art. This just ain't no regular refrigerator, warrior. This is a state-of-the-art. Yeah, some of you cats don't even open the refrigerator, man. We're gonna put a special code on it. Go ahead, play it.
Police officers responded to the 200 block of Valley Hill Road, Riverdale, Georgia, in reference to a purchase shop call. Upon arrival, officers learned the victim, 19-year-old black male Reginald Manuel, wounded in the driveway from a gunshot wound. While officers were rendering aid, Mr. Manuel was able to declare who shot him. Mr. Manuel later succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. During the investigations, officers learned Mr. Manuel was attending Easter gathering with his girlfriend and her family. A heated argument started between the victim and his girlfriend's mother in reference to Mr. Manuel wanting to remove his child from the residence. Mr. Manuel walked out of the residence after the verbal altercation.
Stop that right there. Somebody get for me that mistress women shall bring forth monsters. You know what that one that rhyme? Mistress women shall bring forth monsters or something like that. So what this video is bringing out, this cat was at Easter Sunday dinner with his wife's family, right? And the wife's family ended up killing this cat on Easter Sunday. Okay, play. Go ahead, play it, come on.
Speaking with multiple witnesses and using the information provided by the victim, Jaswan Barrows, the mother's boyfriend, was identified as the shooter and charged with malice murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Okay, stop it right there. You want to read, Kawan? Something you can read. But because you played it, you can hear what you can better hear what they're saying. Maybe if you read the article, we can get a clear understanding on exactly what happened. At the end of the day, the video, the picture that you just seen of that cat, whatever, he got killed. He's no longer here with us. If it ain't nothing, Kawan, don't sweat it. We'll move on. Okay, read that out nice and loud.
This is the article from WSTV2.com. Young father shot.
Also, too, I can remember we got to get that mic. Mike in here. Right. Go ahead, brother.
Young father shot, killed at Easter gathering after fight with girlfriend and family.
Read that part again.
Young father shot, killed at Easter gathering.
At what gathering?
Easter gathering.
This happened all over the country. You understand? Easter gatherings. This is just one story. DA went over a story about the Easter shooting last week. This is happening all over you look up how much violence it was on Easter. This is what Easter Sunday could get you, right? Meanwhile, the whole opposite of Easter Sunday is what? Passover.
Right.
What happened at the Lord's Passover? Was it any violence? Was it an argument, disagreement? Nothing. It wasn't none of this. And it was thousands of brothers all in the same vicinity. The place where we had it at, Cocoa Beach, Florida, all them hotels, and the whole town was on alarm once they seen a million Negroes in Spanish roll up. They was pulling cats over. They had to tell us, man, be careful. These sheriffs are just pulling us over because what do you think they expected to happen? Violence.
Right.
Florida is a place where everybody go. Daytona Beach and have spring break. And what in the hell you think happens when them Negroes get together? Go ahead. Violence. Fights, shootings, murder. You can imagine all the nasty sex that goes on. 4 cats having sex with one woman in a damn room. Then we go back to his hometown. Yeah, it was me, Lil Rollo, Timmy, Josh, and we had old girls. He took a turn. You don't even know you're a monster. You in there having sex. One man just ejaculated in it, and now you penetrating behind his ejaculation, and you just talking about how much you going back to your town, talking about how much fun you had. You had a foursome. Yikes! You see what I'm saying? Don't even realize how disgusting we are as a people. You see, you know what helped you understand that? Prophets. You understand? Commanding your Hannah, working. You know what I'm saying? Taking on the spirit of Christ and Him raising up other men. Wake you up out of this deep sleep that you in. Right. Because this sleep that you in, you was going 2 places. Behind some bars or in the dirt. You understand? Most high Christ. That's where you going. That's what this cat went to an Easter party with his woman and they mind you, they killed this brother in front of his kids. Young cat. This guy was young as hell. Killed him in front of his kids. He no longer here because of Easter Sunday. See what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we just came back from the Passover where it was barely an argument. If it was, I didn't hear none. It was brothers and sisters working together in one unity, man. That the Passover is something like you ain't never even imagined.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When you ain't in the truth, you go to parties, you know what I'm saying, a little nervous because you know more than likely I may get killed in this party. So you're already heightened for it. You're already ready for it. Everybody understand? Right.
Some girls getting shot in the club working.
Yeah. Matter of fact, where he working, somebody had just got shot right in front of the damn club. Everybody understand? Read what you got, Kawan.
Young father shot, killed at Easter gathering as a fight with girlfriend's family. Police say.
What you think? Why you think they even was arguing with this cat? They know, black people, Hispanic. Why do you even think, Maya?
Because of something she said about him.
Yeah. You understand, DA?
I won't say weed.
I would say more so on what he say. A woman will bring you right to where her family is, and meanwhile, the family got animosity against this man. Why do they have animosity against this brother?
Because she telling stories about how he was.
Yeah, she on the phone every other day. Yeah, he ain't got a job. Yeah, we sitting over here, so and so. She talking to the mother. What the mother do? Get right on the phone with the brother. Yeah, he a no good nigga. He ain't doing nothing for the kids. You see what I'm saying? And the brother should have known not to go on over there. Yeah, he'd have been in here. He'd have known. Right. You see what I'm saying? He wouldn't. Ain't no brother in here celebrating no Easter. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? You go to your child's party, you end up murdered. Talking about you going to that party, that birthday party. They in there, you don't even know you're in the demon fest. Right. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there plotting and scheming, you waiting for you to say one thing wrong and make a mistake so they can break your damn neck because your woman been telling them all the negative stuff about you all year. And this is, I'm telling you what happened. Read on. Come on.
Clayton County, Georgia. Clayton County police said that a teenager was shot and killed at a Riverdale home early at an Easter gathering. Police said that they responded to the 200 block of Valley Hill Road around 12:22 a.m. Police found the victim, 19-year-old.
19. Damn. Lord, I must go ahead.
Reginald Mono, wounded in the driveway of the home with a gunshot wound.
Yeah. And so y'all already know her. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to no birthday parties, man. You see what I'm saying? Don't go to no Easter gatherings. Don't go to no Halloween gatherings or Christmas dinners because this is gonna be the end result. Now I done told you. You see what I'm saying? Your family, when you come into the truth, your family gonna want you to come to these different things. Oh, why you ain't coming? You changing. Look at you, you crazy. Why you grow your beard? because the hair grows on my face, so I'm growing it. You know, I ain't shaving it all off, looking like a woman. I don't even understand that. The Lord gave you a beard to distinguish masculinity from femininity. Here you shave out, looking faces smooth as a baby's behind. You looking like a damn woman, or yet better yet, a child. It's time for you to grow up. Right? You understand? It's time for us as men. That's what's so wonderful about the UPK. It forced you to be a goddamn man. Right. And when you become a man, now you understand. This is what the white man don't want you to be. He don't want you to wake up and understand, you know what I'm saying, your responsibility as a man. Right. Now, it ain't just to take care of your family, but it's also to defend your nation. You understand? All them cats that's over there fighting for Ukraine and Russia, they got families at home. They ain't just fighting for themselves. Who you think they fighting for? Their nation? Them people, them Ukrainian soldiers, they trying to fend off them Russians. Why? Because they don't want nothing to happen to their people. Right. Some of them soldiers ain't even got no family, but they got a people. Right. You got the same. Everybody understand? Any more on that, Quan? Go ahead.
Investigators determined that the young man Manuel was at an Easter gathering with his girlfriend and her family when he was at an Easter gathering with his girlfriend and her family when he and his girlfriend's mother got into an argument. See that?
See that? Read on.
Police said that the young man wanted to remove his child from the home and walked out of his house after the fight.
So here he is want to remove the child from the home because obviously something going on in there that he don't like, and because of it, this cat then lost his life behind this. Right. You understand? Read on some more. Go ahead, brother.
Jazz Warnes, the mother's boyfriend, was identified as the shooter and charged with molest murder.
See that? Who was the shooter?
The mother's boyfriend.
The mother's boyfriend. Just here, another Will Smith. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Defending some whore, more than likely. Right. You see what I'm saying? Will Smith's whole career is destroyed behind Jada. And now they saying, I don't know how true it is, but now they saying the bitch want a divorce. Yeah, check it out. I don't know how true it is. Now here he is, that got up, thought he was doing something righteous. And then after he done it, keep my wife's name out your mouth. He feel like a big man. He a big man. Now he went and smacked a cat that he knew wasn't gonna fight back. You understand? He wouldn't got up and did that to Corey Holmes.
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying? He wouldn't have got up and did that to Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx would have put them paws on him. But he gonna go do that to the one cat he know ain't gonna do nothing, which make Will Smith a punk. You a bully is a punk. Why? They only fight people they know they can beat whoop on. Right. Now his whole career is destroyed. They banned him from the damn Oscars for 10 years, which really means for life. Okay. Then in the man ain't movies, his whole career is destroyed from defending the whore. Go ahead.
Like, sir, a whore that said her first interview afterwards. Yeah. She said she didn't agree with it. She told Will that he was wrong, and she said, "I'm not the type of woman that needs protecting."
See that? Like that ain't. That's what happened when you get with a whore. You ever been with a woman? I didn't ask for you to do that. You go do something nice for her, and she tell you, "Oh, I don't need that. I didn't ask you to buy me these gifts." You be looking like this. What? Damn. What are you? I'm trying to do something nice for you, and this is what you say to me. That's Jada Pinkett, dog. That's what this woman was here. Now this cat here who did the murder, he doing life over a whore, over a slut. Right. He about to sit. Being locked up is hell. Like, you got to sit behind some bars. Now he about to be sitting in there that whole time. Like, hold on, I got to finish this part. Now, meanwhile, he's sitting in that jail over this whore. What do you think she's doing while he's sitting in that jail? Y'all done?
So like where I was going with that one, she laid up with some other cat.
She laid up in there bobbing, and she bobbing and weaving. You know what that means? Use your imagination. She in there bobbing and weaving. Yeah. Ride the pale black horse. And he's thinking about that the whole time he locked up. Damn, I'm doing 50 years. Only thing he can think about is who having sex with this lady. And she's not coming to see him. She's not coming to see him. You understand? This is why you come into the truth and get you a righteous woman.
That's right.
A woman who's not going to bring you around her family because she know her family is a bunch of gremlins.
Right.
You everybody understand? Go ahead.
I got it right here, sir.
What you got?
It's the book of out of the Apocrypha. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Oh, let me get there with you.
Oh, yes, sir.
2nd Ezra
5 and 8, sir.
Go ahead.
Akim and Aqua got it. There shall be confusion also in many places.
You ain't know this was in the Bible. You thought that the Lord didn't know everything that go on in the world, but the Lord about to show you right here what you're dealing with. Go ahead.
There shall be confusion also in many places.
Well, you know we in a confused state. You understand? We are in a confused state out. Here we are the same people and we call each other opposition.
Right.
Not the white man who done enslaved you for 400 years who go get that badge. If a white boy want to grow up and kill blacks and Hispanics, you know what he do? He go get a killing badge, killing certificate, which is the badge. Oh, that's why I can kill people and don't go to jail.
Right.
Actually get paid for it. You see what I'm saying? You go get him a badge, now he in the game to murder you. He ain't your enemy. But a brother that walk up the street look just like you. That's your opposition. You know we all look alike.
Right.
There's a nigga out there right now look just like y'all down. Look like Rhyme. Y'all know you look like Rhyme. Cat on movies. What's his name? Minx. Look up Minx right now. Minx look just like Officer Rhyme. You see what I'm saying? Some nigga somewhere right now look just like a warrior, shaved head and all. You see what I'm saying? But and this is what we say. We opposition. We don't.
And the fire shall be oft set out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places.
And the what?
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
Read on.
And minstrous women.
And what?
And minstrous women.
Go ahead.
Shall bring forth monsters.
And what?
And minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
That nigga who shot that brother in there is a monster. Why is he a monster? Because he was raised up in these homes where these type of mistress women, this is what they produce. Gremlins, demons. You see what I'm saying? And listen, at the end of the day, I hate to tell you, I hate to tell you, I love to tell you, all of this confusion that's amongst blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, like the old saying go, blame it on the white man.
Damn right.
You understand? Listen, not only, this used to be old saying, I forget the riddle, but it ended with blame it on the white man. Here's the thing. Whoever came up with that riddle was right on. Because all this confusion that's amongst us, the Lord is going to charge the white man with this confusion.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because these things that we suffer, even though we put ourselves in this predicament, is because of the oppression that we under the white man. That's like right. if we do something wrong, we're in the wrong. Fine. The Lord put us in slavery. You know what I'm saying? He done that. So we got to serve out our time in this slavery. But even though we in this slavery, like the Lord said, not my words, the white man went too far. You see what I'm saying? He should have just let us serve our slavery out. But the man had to do what? Strip us of our nationality. You understand? Rape your daughters, rape your sons, take your name away. Here you are walking around, every brother in here, you know what I'm saying? Your slave last name go right back to your slave master until this day. That ain't who you are. You see what I'm saying? That ain't your family. What in the hell? You in there arguing with somebody over your last name? I'm a Jones. I'm a Williams. Y'all know how black people are. Nigga, that's your master's name.
Right.
You sitting there being proud. You throwing that name on the back of your jersey. You know what I'm saying? When you go in the pros like that, like this is the name you want to represent. You see, man, we jammed up, huh? You understand? Well, really, what name you supposed to represent? Yasha
That's
Yahweh.
right.
Everybody understand? That's what it really make you proud. Ryan, you had your hand up. Somebody had their hand up.
Oh, yeah.
So like, go ahead.
Okay, I got a question about the scripture.
Go ahead.
In this scripture, and it says, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Is this saying that women are going to be like wild beasts?
Who are the wild beasts according to the Bible?
The white man.
What does it mean for him to change his place?
Meaning he is seen like she is. Like he's now looked at as a person, and now she's looked at as the beast.
You on to it, meaning he changed Esau changed his place, right? Meaning he's really a beast, right? But how was he viewed? How was he viewed? How was this beast viewed? If you was to really strip the white man for who he was, strip white Jesus, say you got the picture of white Jesus where he looks soft and and loving. If you was to really strip him from who he was, what would you see behind that soft picture? Go ahead.
Snake.
Huh?
Snake.
That's what it means for him to change his place. It's just wisdom. You understand what was taking place, and because this man didn't change his place or whatever, what is the white man's number one source that he used against you? Your woman.
Come.
You go all the way back to the book of Genesis. The Lord give you game. You talking about game? The Lord give you game. He show you, you know what I'm saying, the life you live right here in America, he showed you in Genesis. You know what I'm saying? What do the white man use today to destroy you? Your woman is against you.
Right.
She give you that body, but will she give you that brain? Will she give you her soul? I'm serious.
Right.
Will she give you her soul? Because she giving you that body every night, but who does that soul belong to?
Right.
The white man.
That's right.
How do you know? Because all philosophies that he have is in your house.
Right.
You sitting there, you know Christmas is wrong, and you scared to tell you sitting on that couch watching them put up that tree, knowing damn well that tree don't belong in that house. But you know that if you say anything about that tree, you know that woman go, I was raised celebrate you learning from them niggas in the house you became, they all broke. You see what I'm saying? They ain't got no money yet, but we just brought this first, what I say, first class state of the art. We don't show it on camera, all right? Because they ain't put it together yet. How we broke? We just brought a state of the art refrigerator in here that everybody gonna see come 5 weekend. How we doing it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on. Right? You coming up against that woman is really coming up against the white man.
That's right.
The white man in your house, I'm telling you, he's in your house running your woman. He has her mind. What do you have to do? Take your woman's mind back.
That's right.
You got to tell Satan, man, this is my bitch. And here, we going to serve the Lord.
Yeah, right.
Everybody understand?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with using the word bitch when you use it in the right context. Just don't walk around just saying it, you know what I'm saying? But every now and then you got to tell your woman, you my bitch. You ain't the white. You didn't even been the white man's bitch for 400 years. Where have it got us? Where have it got us?
Right.
Everybody understand? Any more?
Lots, sir.
All right. What we just leave off at? On the monstrous women?
Come with gun.
It was something else I called for. Oh man, what is it?
I got a question, sir.
Go ahead. Come on with it.
I got a question on Amos chapter 8 and verse 5.
Let's get it. And y'all got that Timothy at? It might just be me. Can you check? Yeah, you could.
What, up and down?
Down. It's a little high. Go ahead.
Get to it. So the question is, were the new moons considered Sabbaths?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, it was an officer that sent this question.
What is it? Amos what?
8 and 5.
Okay.
The question is, why did they have to wait for the new moon to be able to sell something? Was it a Sabbath Is it true that it's a Sabbath or not? The new moon's a Sabbath.
Okay, let's get it.
God, sir. Amos chapter 8 and verse 5. And he's asking because fake Israelites bringing this out. So they celebrate the new moons and all that, saying it's a Sabbath and you could, do nothing on the Sabbath.
Man, ain't no sweat.
Verse 5, saying, when will the new moon be gone? That we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah
Start
small.
at 8-1.
Come. Verse 1, thus hath the Lord God showed me unto me, and behold, a basket of summer fruit. And he said, Amos, what seest thou? And I said, a basket of summer fruit. Then saith Yahweh unto me, the end is come unto my people of Israel. I will not pass by them anymore. And the songs of the temples shall be howling in that day. Shall be howlings in that day. Saith Yahweh, our power. There shall be many dead bodies in every place.
So what is the Lord saying right here? What the verses he just read? What is the Lord? What is the? It's very important when you pull a scripture to understand the subject matter. All right, a warrior.
He upset with Israel. He throwing away Israel.
Go ahead.
Meaning he's likening this summer fruit unto something that he's going to take away from Israel. Meaning like maybe wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Lord of the word of the Lord. Maybe something like that. He's going to take away from the people. Maybe perhaps.
Here's the key. Why does the Lord take away wisdom from us?
Because we despise it. We misuse it.
If you got a doctor, you put the doctor on the corner, and nobody ever goes to the doctor. The doctor gonna eventually pack up his stuff and move. You're gonna say, "I know it's sick people here, but nobody coming to me." The Lord then gave us wisdom. You know what I'm saying, over the years, and we ain't applying. We ain't been using the wisdom. Instead, we want to celebrate Easter, Thanksgiving, and turn to these other gods for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, opposed to the Most High. So what did the Lord do? He took his way his wisdom. You understand? Like us going into slavery, losing our names. He also took away what? The priests. Y'all know what I'm saying is in the Bible. The Lord took away the prophets because you killed the prophets. Prophets trying to tell you what to do. You stoned them to death. Read.
God, sir. They shall cast them forth with silence.
I lost what verse you was at.
Verse 3. And the songs of the temple shall be howlings in that day.
Shall be what?
Howlings in that day.
Read on. Everybody understand that, right? Read on.
Saith our power. Saith Yahweh our power. There shall be there shall be many dead bodies in every place. They shall cast them forth with silence.
They shall what?
Cast them forth with silence.
Read on.
Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy.
That do what?
That swallow up the needy.
Who swallow up the needy? What does that mean, to swallow up the needy? Let somebody else get it out. Go ahead.
So would that be saying like the rich who constantly try to drain every penny they can from the poor?
Yeah, okay. The poor ain't even got no money to give. You understand? They like the poor people when they come to certain churches. If you poor, you come in, you gonna find out real quick you don't belong in here. Okay, because when they keep passing that collection plate around, they don't see you putting no damn money in there. Everybody gonna be looking at you like you got 3 heads. Now, after 3 Sundays of them looking at you, you gonna find out you ain't welcome in this church because you poor. Everybody understand? So what is another way that they swallow up the needy? Young man.
I just want to say the Christian church.
The Christian church, get a brother in hand, you right. You understand? How does the Christian church swallow up the needy? What is it that the needy need? What do they need? Karaka?
Well, it's like, sir, if I could, the needy need to be led the right way, and the Christian church been misleading us.
Yeah, the Christian church get Karaka a hand, right? They swallow up the needy by telling the needy, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, man, listen, abortions are okay. You know what I'm saying? You're a woman. You know, it's your body. You see what I'm saying? That's the need. Here's one thing the needy need more than anything besides food and the truth.
Right.
You swallow up the needy by teaching the philosophy that destroy them. The needy need the truth, don't they? So if you ain't teaching them the truth, you swallowing them up. You know what I'm saying? What they call America? The what? The belly of the what?
Belly of the beast.
Who helps the belly of the beast? These pastors.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you going to prison and jail because the religious institutions in your community ain't giving you what you need. Therefore, America is swallowing you up. Everybody understand? Read on.
Concept. Salakia. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail.
Even what?
To make the poor of the land to fail.
I explained that, right? Read on.
Saying.
What?
Saying.
This is what they saying. Read.
When will the new moon be gone? That we may sell corn.
That we what?
That we may sell corn. And the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small, and the shekel great.
Go ahead.
And falsifying the balances by deceit.
And doing what?
Falsify the balances by deceit.
What is this talking about right here? Go ahead.
So is this talking about what the people that misuse the people put in their minds? So it's not really literally based on the law. It's really literally them giving them a philosophy, thinking that this is something that they should be doing.
You right on to it. You understand, Maya?
It's like I was gonna say. This sounds like kind of how it is now with the war over inflation. Like taking something like I got something that it's 25 cents instead of charging you 30 cents or 35 cents and making a decent profit. I'm finna charge you $1.
Yeah, it ain't said nothing about no new moon in here being no Sabbath.
Right.
I don't even know, you know what I'm saying, the new moon, I ain't no expert on it, but a new moon is to, you know what I'm saying, tell us, you know what I'm saying, how many days until the Passover.
Right.
How many days until this and that. That's what the new moon is for. Go ahead.
So I think what they wanted to do, I don't think it's saying that right here, but I think they're trying to say that this is based in the law because they brought up the new moon, asking when it will be gone so that we can sell corn. Basically alluding to the fact that you're not supposed to buy or sell anything on the Sabbath, which is also bullshit, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because you could, you know what I'm saying, still you can, if you need food, you can go buy it on the Sabbath.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You just can't make nobody work on the Sabbath.
Right, read it from it, but once again, that's them putting something in their mind. It doesn't, is once again, we trained in it. Does it say that?
Nah.
It doesn't say that.
Kind.
You understand? Lacan?
Somebody, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
I had a question about basically this topic. You know what I'm saying? And mine was in Isaiah 66:23. It's basically saying from one new moon to the other, and from one Sabbath to the other. All basically all the children of Israel should come together and worship the Lord. So
we get that next. Let's finish. Read this one right here one more time.
Let's see. Verse 5 saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small.
So this right here is criminality, what you read. You understand? Meaning what can't you do on the Sabbath? You understand? Don't even think buying and selling. What is it that you cannot do on this? Go ahead.
Work.
Right.
Serve our work.
Right. You understand? And here's what you can't do you can't break the goddamn law on the Sabbath. You see what I'm saying? So this right here is dealing with some cats that want to do what? Do some criminal activity. Right. You understand? Read on.
Concept. And falsifying the balances by deceit.
Read that again.
And falsifying the balances by deceit.
What is this talking about here? Go ahead.
If I may, this is this going into when it says don't do your own pleasures on the Sabbath?
Right.
Meaning this sounds like men that's trying to get people to work so that they can give more money in a deceitful way.
Right. What is it to falsify a balance? Go ahead.
So I can say this. I want to say it's almost going to sound like laundering money. You know what I mean? Like what's it called?
If I falsify a balance, what am I not doing? Go ahead.
Isn't falsified balance like you you're selling something that's like that's less than what it's worth, so that we can make a profit.
Right. You saying on one hand that what I'm giving you is 100% silk.
Right.
You understand? Meanwhile, this is cotton.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So go ahead.
You're lying.
That's the whole point. We just read the verse before that. Read verse 4 again. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy.
That do what?
That swallow up the needy.
Everybody see the subject matter. Who is swallowing up the needy? Go ahead.
Christian leaders.
The Christian church, the so-called white man. They swallowing up the needy. Everybody understand? Read on.
Even to make the poor of the land to fail.
Even to do what?
Make the poor of the land to fail.
How was the Christian church making the poor to fail? Go ahead.
I tell them lies.
Give me an example.
They told me, they'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, if you give us this amount of money, you're gonna get $100 check mailed to your house, something like that.
Be keep it more simple. A warrior.
That is water, this miracle water, and you'll be blessed.
That too. You know, give me something more concrete. Y'all done?
It's okay for you to eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, nobody's perfect. You know?
Yeah, that's what's making the poor. That's what's making the poor to fail. Meaning, to make the poor to fail, you ain't teaching the poor how to obey and serve the Lord. Right. You understand? You teaching the poor to go opposite of what the Lord says to do. Right. That's how you make the poor to fail. Everybody understand? That's why I gave you the example of, instead of you teaching the poor, you know what I'm saying, that murder they'll tell you murder is wrong, but yet they allowing women to get abortions. Right. You see what I'm saying? They telling you, like Yaradan say, that, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody perfect. You understand? And because of it, the poor is we dying because of this. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dying because we poor. We dying because what? We not being taught the truth. Everybody understand? Read on.
Verse 5. Why? It's like,
you gotta stick with somebody. Pick it up. You gotta stick with me, DA. Pick up what DA left. Go ahead. Let somebody else get it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Go ahead. Verse 5. Verse 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail. Verse 5, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn? And the Sabbath,
and the what?
And the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balance by deceit.
So now what is this talking about here? A warrior?
It's basically talking about deceiving your people.
Yeah, that's what it's talking about. That's all it's talking about. It's talking about deceiving your people out. You see what I'm saying? Instead of you giving your people what they need, you're falsifying the balance. I gave you for an example. They tell you, you know what I'm saying, all the laws is done away with, right? But what law do they have you keep? Go ahead. Tithes. But on one hand, you saying the laws is done away with. Everybody understand? Go ahead, y'all done.
What's so heavy about what you're bringing out? I was just thinking about this the other day. So when the Christian church makes it wrong to have multiple women, makes it wrong to drink alcohol, but actual sins against the Most High, they tell you it's okay to commit.
That's what this is bringing out right here. You understand? Was that it? Read verse 6.
Verse 6. That we may buy the poor for silver.
That we may what?
Buy the poor for silver.
How do they do that? How do they buy the poor for silver? Go ahead. You got to really be a thinker to know what this means here. How do they buy the poor for silver? You ever done?
So is it saying by them deceiving them, you know what I'm saying? So the pastor would tell them, Okay, so you can sin against the Most High. Just pay me your tithes, and you will be forgiven.
That's one form. But think about the poor, right? Think about us in our communities. Our leaders. How do our leaders sell us out? How do they sell us for silver? Think that, young man. I mean, trooper.
Yeah, so basically, they were like selling you a dream. If you do this, then you'll get this in return.
Nope, don't even think that. He's selling you. Your leaders is basically selling you to somebody. Okay. That's what you want to put your mindset. I will on.
Slight, sir, if I could, like leaders like Jesse Jackson and brother Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
Tell everybody to integrate with America.
Yeah, there you go. Like get it, brother. Hand. What most black people don't understand is that Martin Luther King he sold you for money. It wasn't, the man ain't had no dream, none of that. Him and all these Negro leaders that black people was crying crocodile tears over. You can look it up. It's called the Big Six. Mm-hmm. They sat down in a conference. A white man literally said, "We're gonna hijack the civil rights movement," right? Because during that time, black people was really talking about doing some revolutionary things. They was talking about going to D.C., land on the airport so the planes couldn't land. Talking about stopping Congress from they procession, storming the White House, some real revolutionary type things. So the white man, being the slick fox that he is, he know what our leaders are really about. He know that the white man know our leaders is whores. You understand? He got Martin Luther King, 6 other guys together, John Lewis, all these cats, you know what I'm saying, that you think is prominent, and they split up like 250,000 to hijack the civil rights movement. How did they hijack it? All the black people that went to D.C. mad and raging and ready to do something. What did the leader do? Calmed you down. Oh God. You understand? Turned it where it was supposed to be revolutionary, right? They turned it into a picnic. Now white people and black people hold hands, literally like this. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the blanket together, hugging each other, and all that. What did the white man do? He made sure that he read every speech before a cat got up there. He told, you can look this up, but I'm telling you now. They told about to say he may spark a rap. He had to soften up what he was about to say. Could you imagine that? You see what I'm saying there? These niggas here sold you out. A warrior.
Modern day justice or else.
Yeah, modern day justice or else. Farrakhan, what he told you? We go on to DC. It's gonna be justice or else. Right. All you niggas was spending money going down there, man. This is it. This is the revolution. Because the white man give you justice, man. What are we even talking about? Right. He's not going to give you justice or nothing. Farrakhan went right down there and had a bucket passing it around and told everybody to put $20 in there. Right. So that's what your justice else. That's what the DC box was about. Because it was literally, from what they say, 1 million niggas dead. So if you have 1 million niggas put $20 in the bucket, add it up. What's 1 million times 20? Farrakhan, I ain't no math genius, but what 20 million. So to get that 20 million, justice or else, of course, the white man didn't give you justice because you see all the cats that's dying, Philando Castro. You name all the cats. There is no justice. Do you think Farrakhan give a damn? Right. He had that damn ugly temple that he got over there on what street is that? On the island. Okay, that's what that's for right there. You see what I'm saying? He sold you for silver. Everybody understand? Really? Give me the time. Okay. I got to end it right here because we got a meeting. You know, I told the brother I wasn't gonna go over the time because we had a meeting about this Midwest 5 we can get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all brothers here all night, but everybody gets bad president class over priest also come. Get him.
ISUPK security announcements. We got ISUPK started